An update and further clarification on higher Social Security monthly benefits as a result of that big announcement that was just recently made. I have all the details for you and everything you need to know right here in this video, so let's get right into it. But if you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe by hitting that button right down below the video, as information continues to change very, very fast right now, especially for those of you living on a small fixed income like Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, and RRB, as well as low income, no income, seniors, elderly, people with disabilities, and so many other people out there right now that are low income or struggling during this very confusing and difficult time. But I'm doing all the research, breaking it all down into these short videos so that you can get the latest details hot off the wire, just like what we're going to talk about right here in this video as well. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe down below, and I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be every single day. So again, thanks so much for joining me, and let's get right into the update. All right, so first off, let's quickly talk about this big announcement that just came out yesterday. I want to give you the latest details on this thing, let you know where we currently stand on this, and the new information that I recently found just before coming on in this video right here. So there's a lot of moving parts on this thing right now. We've got to watch it closely because I do know that it's going to impact a lot of you right here in this community living on a fixed income. So let's talk through the latest details on this thing. First off, if you did not see that video from yesterday, I was out in a video yesterday, late afternoon, early evening, laying out all the details as that announcement had just come out literally minutes before I recorded that video. I saw it as an announcement and I thought, oh, this is a good one. Let's dig into this and find all the information because I know we've been waiting for this announcement for a long time now, and I wanted to bring that to you immediately as I got that information. Well, we did, and I talked through the details on it. However, in the last, 15 hours, 16 hours or so since that announcement came out, we do have a little bit more information here, some new updates, and I want to share those with you. All right, so we've been waiting for this announcement out of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Well, Medicare came out yesterday and announced their final analysis on that very expensive prescription item for Alzheimer's, right? So this is the one that costs $56,000 a year per patient, but then they cut the price in half down to a little bit over $28,000 a year. However, since the beginning of 2022, they've been collecting over $11 per month in your Medicare Part B premium as a result of this one prescription item. So, as a result of that, they've been wondering, okay, what are we going to do with this thing? Are we going to cover it for everybody or not? Well, the final analysis and their announcement yesterday shows that they will continue to cover this prescription item only for those patients who are enrolled in a clinical trial. Therefore, according to the analysis on this and what they're anticipating across the entire country, there's about 1.5 million patients who would be eligible for this. However, considering the new restrictions on this thing only for those patients enrolled in a clinical trial, this is going to dramatically cut down the number of patients that are actually going to be taking this prescription item. They're actually anticipating about 10% of that 1.5 million people, which would only be about 150,000 people. So, with that being said, that means that we're potentially looking at a pretty big cut to the Medicare Part B premium. Now, here's what I can say so far. I have not seen an official number being announced quite yet. However, as of just minutes ago, right before I started recording this video, again, I was doing more research on this, digging into everything I possibly could on this because I want to find some solid numbers for you, because I know that a lot of you here are paying on your Medicare Part B premiums every single month that is automatically deducted from your monthly benefit, right? You know how the process goes, right? It is not a fun premium to pay. It's over $170 a month right now. That's a lot of money for Medicare Part B, which honestly doesn't even cover all that much, right? I think we've all seen the bills on that thing, right? So anyway, my point is, I have not seen any solid numbers yet. Nothing has been announced as far as, okay, the Medicare Part B premium will be decreased by X dollars. I have not seen a dollar amount. However, I did just get done reading some new information on this where they are playing around with the ideas and they are kind of calculating, running some numbers on this thing to determine how much they can reduce the Medicare Part B premium, which would ultimately flow back to you in a little bit higher benefit for you each and every month. This is good news, right? This is a good thing. We're not talking $100. I'm just going to be honest with you. We're not saying $100, and it's probably not going to be $50 either. But it will be potentially something that's possibly a little bit exciting. It's not going to be life-changing money. I'm just going to say that right now, but it will be a little bit more for us in our pockets each and every month. So again, a good thing, right? So now that we have this final analysis out of Medicare, now we need to wait for the final analysis and the final announcement, which should be coming literally any day now, out of Medicare and, of course, the Secretary of the Health and Human Services Department to determine what is going to be the reduction to the Medicare Part B premium. However, as we've talked about before, and according to what I was just reading on this literally minutes before recording this video, I was reading this information and they were saying, yes, absolutely, they are considering and they're calculating how much the reduction to the Medicare Part B premium will be. Again, a good thing, right? Because the less that we pay in a Medicare Part B premium every single month just means that it's more money in our pockets because that's just money that they won't be taking from us, right? So, for example, let's just say, for example, you receive a $1,000 monthly benefit. Again, I'm just making up numbers just to make it easy here for the calculations. Let's just say that you have a $1,000 benefit. Well, they take out $170 for the Medicare Part B, reducing your benefit down to $830, right? But let's just say that they boost that back up by only taking, say, for example, $160 for Medicare Part B premiums. Again, it would kind of roll over into your benefit going from $830 to $840. Kind of makes sense? So again, I'm just giving examples here. We don't have any solid numbers quite yet, but I just wanted to give you a quick example to let you know what this would look like on your benefit. So they are looking at this, and it looks like a real thing that should be announced here relatively soon. So this is actually very exciting. So when it comes to this announcement and everything we have going on right here, again, those the questions that I had in my video yesterday are still outstanding. I do not have answers for those quite yet, which are we going to get some retroactive reimbursement here? So now that they're considering lowering the premium, I want to know, are they going to reimburse us for all the months that we've already been paying on the higher Medicare Part B premium? Kind of get what I'm saying? So let's say that they reduce the premium by, I don't know, $10 a month. Are we going to get a refund for $40 since we've already paid 4 months worth? Kind of get what I'm saying? Or are we just kind of out that money? Kind of get what I'm saying on all this? So I want to know the answers to this. And again, this has not been announced quite yet. At least I have not found it. I've been watching this stuff very closely because I do know that it is going to impact a lot of you here in the community. And I want to make sure that I'm doing as much as I possibly can. So also, as far as further clarification on this information was just released yesterday, actually late in the afternoon. It was released just before 5 p.m. Eastern time. This announcement came out. So it was, pretty hot off the wire. I brought it to you like literally about an hour after it was released. I did all the research. I like to cross-reference everything. And I brought that video to you about an hour later after it was announced. So this is all still relatively new here, but I'm anticipating that we should be getting some more information today. Considering what I was just reading on this, it looks like there probably is going to be some announcements coming out today. Again, I'm going to have my ears to the ground, listening for all the vibrations and the announcements or whatever elephants do or something like that, whatever the saying is. But anyway, I'll be watching everything very closely because I want to make sure that I'm getting you all this information. But as far as further clarification goes, I just want you to know that nothing is really set in stone until we get these final announcements out of Medicare and, of course, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Secretary. It sounds like we should be getting some announcements out of these people very soon here. But anyway, it looks a little bit promising. As I said yesterday, finally, maybe a little bit of a win coming for about 63 million beneficiaries. It's not a ton. It's not a $1,400 stimulus check. It's not a $2,000 stimulus check. It is not a $200 per month raise to our benefits. But you know what? At this time, I think any of us would be glad to take a little bit of a win, even if it means a $10 win on a monthly basis. Again, it's not much, but the deal is a win is a win, considering it seems like every time we turn around, they continue to defeat us every single time that we try to get ahead a little bit. They're like, oh, just kidding. We're going to charge you more for this, that, and the other thing, right? It just gets really old really fast. And I think a lot of us in this community are getting really sick of struggling these days, right? So anyway, please remember, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Looks like we should be getting some pretty good updates here relatively soon. As I do get that information, of course, I'll be right back here for you, breaking it down, answering the questions, giving you all the information you need to know. But finally, this analysis, this final announcement came out yesterday. The deadline was April 11th, and shockingly, they announced it yesterday. Honestly, I couldn't believe it.
Usually they wait until the very last minute to bring us the announcements when they have a deadline like that, and they brought it to us about 4 days early. So I'm shocked. I'm completely shocked that they brought it to us early. We almost never see things come early these days, right? So anyway, thanks for watching this. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. As I do get more information, which hopefully that'll be today, I'll bring that to you. Otherwise, I'll be here for you to help you out in any way that I can. Please leave your comments and questions down below. Leave your feedback down below. I do read as many comments as I possibly can each day. And of course, I respond to as many as possible as well. And if I need to make a dedicated video to answer more questions or offer additional clarification on anything, of course, I can do that for you as well. I'm researching this stuff very heavily these days, because I'm always doing research, but realistically, when I see something like this that I know is directly impacting those of you right here in the community, yeah, it's all hands on deck, and I'm watching stuff very, very closely. So again, hope you're having a nice day so far. Please enjoy your day. Stay safe out there. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss any updates going forward, especially during this very busy and very important time, as these announcements should be released here any minute. So again, please enjoy, and I'll catch you again later with the next update. Crossing our fingers, it is good. Finally, please, give us something good, right? We've been waiting for so long. Fine, please throw us a little bit of a bone. But anyway, we'll be here, and we'll be glad to receive anything that they want to give back to us. So anyway, I'll be watching everything closely, and I'll bring you those updates. Enjoy your day. I'll catch you again later in the next video. All right.